Hello guys, this is Ben. Welcome to our 7th Daraja API tutorial. In this class, we are going to continue with where we left. I'll walk you through very fast from what we did last time. So last time we were able to obtain the access token. All this code will be found on my GitHub, and I'll leave the link in the description. So we are able to obtain the access token. Now, in the subsequent class, we were able also to register URL, and if you can remember, we just used a different method in which we were able to use and to send away data, and we were able to get a success response from M-PESA. So that was register URL. Now if we go back to developers and we want to look at the documentation, there is a specific point that I'm looking for. So I go to, we said we are going to start with C2B. So the first was register URL. The next one that we are going to look at is simulating a transaction, and this is the code that is supposed to, or the request that you're supposed to send to M-PESA. And you must have, number one, obtained the access token. The second is you must have registered your URLs. That is register URL. Then this is the request you're going to make, and you're going to find the response. And if you get the right response here, then we'll be okay with this part, and we'll be able to make a request to M-PESA, or we are able to simulate a transaction on our end to the M-PESA gateway. This is where we are today. I'll log in to my account, and I'm hoping you're doing the same. So we'll go to documentation, then we want to obtain test credentials. Yeah, we have everything here. Last time, remember, we agreed that you're also going to download Postman, and I have mine here, and I'm going to make this request purely on Postman. So I'll go here. I created this collection. This is another option, or we can go to theirs here. They have simulator C2B. This one is already filled, so take authorization, copy the access token that you have already obtained, paste it there. Applications, we are doing that. So you go to this one, this customer pay bill online. So we'll go and bring the shortcode from our tests. So our shortcode is that. So paste it inside here. Then the amount that the customer will be paying, in this case, let's say it's 5,000 shillings, and the MSSDN, which is provided here. So you just copy it, come and paste it there. Then reference number, this is probably your invoice number, so we'll just say invoice 910. I'm not sure how what your naming scheme is, and then let's hope that this will work. So we'll go here, and the service has been accepted successfully. Let me change this to validation response. Then here let's just talk of M-PESA confirmation response. Yeah, okay, so here let's change the tactic a little, and oh man, all right, that's okay. Let's go to validation and write it here directly. We're expecting to see this too, so let me upload my confirmation and this one, and we're not going to delete this so that you can see the difference. So delete that, also delete this. don't need it. And then just upload this. There are 3 of them. So we have validation, register URL, have validation, access token, blah blah blah. All right, now let us go back, rerun this file. Now let us change our invoice to 990 and amount to 5,500, and let's send the request. And we are sending, and finally has been accepted. So here we go back and refresh here, and we see confirmation. It's there, and it has some data. So let's download it. So download this one. It will come to our yes, and finally we find that we have already paid. And what is this? The transaction number, and this is the transaction time. This is the amount, the pay bill number that you have paid, and the invoice was that one. And we have the balance, that BATI transaction ID. That is the transaction ID that we are supposed to generate by ourselves. So we didn't do that, and that one is supposed to be on the validation. So we didn't do that. And then this is the paying MSISDN. In other words, it's the mobile number that was paying for that bill. And then the name of the paying person is John J. Doe. In other words, it's John Doe, the famous one. Yeah. So we have successfully been able to get the confirmation from M-PESA. Here it is. So the transaction was successful. Yes. How do you make these requests on PHP file? And it's going to be very simple, because we are supposed to send the same data and we'll get the same result possibly. So I'll create a new file, and I'll save this one as simulate.php, and then I'll just copy whatever it is on the documentation. Copy this one, and I want to show you how this one is going to be. Very nice and simple. Then the shortcode that we've been given this time is 6502. I'll go and confirm on our test credentials. Yeah, 600. Then the MSSDN is that one, so I'll go and bring it, paste it here. Let's pay this time 500 shillings. Let's not exhaust. Okay, let's just pay 527, including the 27 shillings for withdrawing, isn't it? Then the reference number, this as I said, is the invoice. So we'll talk of simulate 001, and we are done. And then I'll upload this onto our server. So I'll go here, refresh, then have simulate and upload it. Finally, it's on our server. So let's go to our server here and write simulate.php and we have an invalid access token. And where is it? It is here. So let's paste our access token that we had initially. So let me go here and M-PESA. Let's generate our access token. So access token.php. Now it's M-PESA access token, which is there. Copy this one, and let's replace this one with that access token. So I'll delete that, refresh this guy, and then upload it afresh. Finally we are through. So let's see. And while you pray, finally everything has worked. We have received the transaction successful. So if you go to our file, which was M-PESA confirmation, the size will change definitely when you refresh. Yes, and that is because we have 2 of them. So we'll download it to our local server, and here we go. We have the amount that we paid and the invoice number. And that one tells you that this is a success mission up to this far. As usual, leave a like, comment in case of any question, and subscribe. See you in our next class. Thank you.